Hey everybody, Matt Mickish here, and it's going to be a great video for us today, so let's get started. This is 5 ways to boost your mood naturally. The world we live in today, everything's so intense, we rarely take our own personal health into consideration and make it a priority like we should. This is going to be 5 ways to boost your mood naturally. So what I've noticed is this really works if we can incorporate them into our lives daily. Number 1, getting exercise. This is one of the most important things we can do to improve our mood naturally and improve our well-being. Number 1, it helps with anxiety. In America, there was a survey done, 84% of Americans are struggling with anxiety. And I'm pretty sure the other 16% have just learned to manage it and deal with it a lot better. That's why they don't have anxiety like me. I've learned how to manage it to the point where it's non-existent. So that's what I want for you guys also. Getting exercise is one of the most important things you can do to manage and control your mood and well-being. I'm gonna tell you why, because when you're getting that exercise in the morning, or you're getting that exercise in, you're relieving a lot of stress. The endorphins help lower your stress level and make you feel a lot happier. So once you get that workout in, you feel a sense of accomplishment, put you on the path to happiness, achieving like the life you want. When you're able to get this exercise in daily, that adds up. Consistency works. When you're consistent and put in the hard work day after day, you're gonna feel a lot happier and a lot more at peace with yourself. Getting exercise is so crucial to controlling your mood and well-being. I remember when I wasn't exercising at all 5 years ago, and I would just feel so restless, and I'd have so much anxiety, and I would just be miserable, and my emotions would be running amok on me. But what I realized is once I started getting those workouts in every single day, sometimes twice a day, I was thriving off those endorphins. Those endorphins became my drug of choice. I was saturating my brain in them every single day because I know I talk about this in my other videos. I have PTSD from being bullied a lot as a kid, so I don't sleep at all. Like I'm up at 2:30, I'm up at 1:30 a.m. and I'm ready to start my day. And I'm in bed, going to bed at like 8:38. But I'm getting sufficient amount of rest so my body gets the rest it needs to recharge. And then I go after it in the morning as soon as I wake up. Full throttle, 100%, attacking the day. Because my passion wakes me up, guys. So it's really easy to go after it and get my workout in the morning and chase greatness, essentially. This is one of the most important things you can do to improve your mood and well-being, is exercise daily. And if you can't do it daily, try at least 3-4 times a week. Because if you're not getting your exercise in, you're gonna just be restless, low energy, and you're just gonna be so unhealthy because you're not really taking care of yourself like you should. And that, I'm talking about exercise, it could be as simple as like a 10-minute walk or a 20-minute walk, you know what I mean? So that's number 1. Number 2, getting a good night's sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, this is so critical to your brain replenishing. During that sleep, your brain goes through a process and it does like a bunch of things to reboot you and reboot your energy for the next day. So this is why getting sufficient sleep is going to be so crucial to your success. Jeff Bezos talks about how he sleeps 8 hours a day so he can get that sufficient rest in so he's able to take on the next day full throttle. If you don't get that sufficient rest, you're just going to be low energy and you're going to be drowsy and you're not going to be on point. You know, if you stay ready, you never have to get ready, guys. Remember that. So crucial to improving your mood and well-being. And I'm talking about daily, not just once in a while get a good night's sleep. I'm talking about daily getting a good night's sleep, having a consistent sleep schedule that gives you your 6 to 8 hours of sleep that you need to really take on the next day. Number 3, being in nature. Now this is going to be so critical to controlling your mood and well-being because being in nature releases those endorphins as well, just like exercise. When you're in nature, you're getting sun on you, you're smelling the flowers, you hear the birds, and all these things, they come at you and improve how you feel and improve your well-being to the point where you're just having way better of a day once you do that. This is why when I used to get up and go for a run in the morning, I'd get up, go for a run, go for 8-mile run. because I wanted to flood my brain with endorphins because I was so miserable when I woke up. I usually am not happy and like not the best mood when I wake up, but I forced myself to get up, go for a run at the forest preserve, and I get out and I'm flooding my brain with those endorphins from the run, but also from the sunlight and the birds chirping and the beautiful scenery. Those things do play a role in your well-being and making you feel a lot better, because as our evolution, we have evolved to be outside. That's where a lot of benefits come, such as vitamin D from the sunlight. That's where a lot of these benefits come from. But when you don't do that and you stay indoors, you never go outside, all these degenerative things start to pile up because you're not taking care of yourself like you should. That's why we need to start incorporating being in nature as one of the most important things we can incorporate into our life. We need to start incorporating that into our daily schedule, into our daily lives, because it's one of the most important things we can do to improve our mood. It literally makes you feel so much better, especially like after a hike. Here's a good example. After a hike, you're outside, you're hiking through the scenery, you feel so much better after the hike because of those endorphins. Even if you're cut up from hiking for so long, like your ankles are cut up, you have blisters on your feet, even that doesn't even matter because you feel so much better after the hike that you want to do it again. Number 4 is getting more natural light. Getting more natural light, like outside. This is so crucial, guys. If you're able to go out and get this natural light on a consistent basis, you're gonna feel so much better and happier daily, because you understand that your body needs that sunlight. We need that sunlight, we need that vitamin D. A lot of people nowadays, because we're always indoors, even me, we're always indoors nowadays, working, then you gotta go to school, you know what I mean? Then you're working some more, then you come home and you're always inside. So getting time outside around that sunlight where it's beating on your face and getting that natural light is one of the best things you can do to improve your well-being. It's just so beneficial because you could literally be outside for 15 minutes, then go back inside and you'll feel so much better just from being outside, having the light shining on your skin. It's so crucial to you guys growing that you understand that this natural light from the sun is extremely beneficial to us, whereas the other light, this blue light from our phones and the light from the indoors, it has no benefit whatsoever, and it's kind of detrimental to our health because we're taking that in the place of actual natural sunlight, which actually is what we need. It will actually make us feel better. But the inside doesn't do that. It doesn't have the same benefits. The artificial light doesn't do that at all. So that's why we need to understand that this natural light from the sun and outdoors is so crucial to our mood and improving our well-being daily. Go outside, get some sun. Number 5, meditation. Now, if you guys could just take 10 to 15 minutes a day, just meditating and taking deep breaths so you could be centered, get centered, and really, take a break and get your mind back on point. Meditation is one of the most helpful things we can do for stress management and also getting back centered. Our mind is going in a billion different directions every day. So when you're able to meditate and really take time for yourself and breathe, and just for 15 to 30 minutes, you do that, and by the time you're done, you feel like you just ran 3 miles. That's how beneficial it is. You feel so much better because you get centered from those breaths and from that silence, and you just feel like ready to take on the day. This is why the billionaire hedge fund manager, Ray Dalio, he talks about meditating every day and how it improved his health, improved his decision making, and really took him to the place he's at right now because he was able to control his stress naturally and not like smoking pot or smoking cigarettes or drinking. He was able to control his stress naturally by just meditating and taking deep breaths. And a lot of us don't want to take the time to do this, but we don't understand how beneficial it is. And this is why I've been trying to incorporate it into my life daily now, because it really does help with your mood. In today's day and age where everything's so serious and coming at us in a million different directions, meditation is one of the most important things you can do to improve your well-being. In turn, help you reach your full potential because you're not relying on other things, other substances to control your mood for you. All right, guys, I love you. And remember, be grateful for the little things.